Good morning, Knights, and welcome to the Night's Watch. I'm Evan.
And my name is Doyle.
The Night's Watch is a daily show that airs at the beginning of Block 2. The Night's Watch is a show made by students, for students, to keep everyone up to date with everything Queenie.
Now, let's get to the announcements. Knights, don't forget to go pick up your yearbooks from the main office if you have already paid for them.
This week on the Night's Watch, we are going to be featuring student body candidates for president and vice president.
These candidates want to be the voice for the students at Queenie. They will be working directly with the Royal Guard to implement some positive change in the school and create fun and exciting events for all.
Each of them will be presenting their platforms tomorrow and Wednesday here on the Night's Watch. Voting will happen on Thursday in the main foyer. You will have all day Thursday to get your votes in, so if you want your voice heard, make sure you cast your vote.
Also, this Thursday will be our fall festival. It will be held in the living classroom. There will be treats and warm drinks for sale, as well as a pumpkin decorating competition.
To enter the competition, it will be $5 per pair, and the winning pair will each win a prize. There will only be 10 slots, so make sure you get there early. Come on down to the living classroom Thursday at lunch to participate in the festivities.
The Royal Guard meeting will be held today at lunch in room 218. All presidential candidates need to be there, as well as the events team and the school spirit team.
College and university applications open October 1st. Need help with your application? Workshops are being held after school in student services.
Every Wednesday this month, there will be an after-school information session held in the student services classroom.
And finally, there's a Night's Watch meeting at lunch today in room 210. All students involved in the Night's Watch must attend this meeting.
And now, on to Nancy for today's weather.
Good morning, Knights. This is the sports segment of the Night's Watch. My name is Liam. For this week, we have 5 games. First off, tomorrow we have 2 games. Junior boys volleyball against Belmont here at home, and junior girls volleyball for Saskatchewan away. Both games start at 5:30. Then on Wednesday, we have a senior boys and senior girls volleyball home game against Edmonton Islamic. This set of home games is starting at 5 p.m. and ending it off is football. Queen Elizabeth will be going against St. Joseph on the 21st, starting at 7:30 p.m. at Johnny Bright Sports Park. Best of luck out there, Knights.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. As I think you just heard, it might be one of our last really nice weekends. So I hope you had a chance to enjoy it. While we're on the topic of weekends, I just want to remind you that this week coming up, you guys have a 4-day long weekend. So they're PD days for our staff, so we'll be doing all kinds of work. But I guess I just wanted to remind you that sometimes these short weeks can be a little bit of a mirage, and it's easy to kind of feel like you're starting your weekend a little bit earlier. What I would say is that when we have these short weeks, it's doubly important that you are in each class and that you are focused, because we're trying to jam in a lot of stuff during that week. So I hope you have a fantastic week. The biggest thing that I'm here today to do is to do the celebrations and shoutouts. Unfortunately, I wasn't here on Friday to do them, so without further ado, I'm going to pick up with those. First, I want to give a really big one to all of our staff who organized the junior high feeder tournament. So our athletic staff, led by Mr. Mosen, our coaches, did a great job in terms of organizing that tournament. I had a chance to spend some time in the gym on Saturday, and there was a palpable buzz in the building, and it was fantastic to see so many of these young future Queenie Knights in here enjoying their time with us. The biggest piece of the puzzle for me, though, was seeing our athletic board members, all of the students who took time out of their weekend to be referees and to just make sure that everything was working perfectly, was actually inspiring to see. And I had many parents come up to me to say how impressed they were with our Queenie students. So I want to thank all members of the Queenie Athletic Board team for the work that they have done. And now on to a few other shout outs. Hamoudi Issa wanted to recognize Mohammed Hamoud has always been a great friend, a nice person, and always helps other people, and will always be there for me when I need it the most. He also wanted to recognize Shane Prakash for much of the same thing, for just being a nice friend who is always there. We had an anonymous shout out for Kieran Ald. Kieran Ald is the most body positive person, the most friendly best friend I could ask for. We had a shout out from Jennifer Nihal. We love you and we know you're going through a rough time with personal stuff, but just keep swimming. Adam Carraz wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Boisvert because he's the best and he's also very good at math, which I think is very true. And finally, Amin Suleiman wanted to give a shout out to Hussein Al Hassan. He's a very good friend that took me to the gym for the first time in my life, and I will never forget that. So thank you guys, and let's keep those coming. Two other quick little things. I'll just mention that this week on Wednesday, our counseling team has arranged a post-secondary fair. So we're looking forward to that. There will be more information coming for grade 11 and 12 students from their period 3 and 4 teachers. And the last thing I wanted to do is actually to introduce a couple of my friends. So I'll just ask Jamal to come on over and Oais to come on over. Okay. Now, my friends, you will recognize Oais because he's a long-standing member of the Knights Watch team, has served as an anchor for a number of years. You might not know Jamal because Jamal is in grade 10. Both students are fabulous members of our Queenie team. They also happen to be blind. And I want you to think about how complex our hallways can be sometimes. We have 1,500 students. They are busy places all the time. Imagine how busy they are for young men trying to navigate the world without sight. They do an incredible job, but I wanted to introduce you to Oais and Jamal because I think it's just something that we could probably do a better job as a Queenie team, is just making sure that the hallways are safe and navigatable for them, but also by extension for everybody. I think that while we want everyone to get to class in a timely manner, I think we also could kind of slow down, make sure that we're aware of the people around us, and make sure that we are being supportive, not only of Oais and Jamal, but of all of the students, whatever they need to make sure that we get through the halls. And I think that's all I have for you this morning, but I'm glad I get a chance to introduce you to two of our most fantastic students. Thank you and have a great day.